everyone, Dragon Souls here. Welcome to this little update of what's been so far, how far I've gotten into making and fixing up the Dukes of Hazzard in GT Online. And I have to say is this, before we get into that, okay? For those who was wondering about the podcast that we were supposed to done last Friday, okay? It's up on my channel right now, and it's in private. It's not ready to be fixed yet because, well, it's ready to be fixed, but it's up on the channel and it's not even on my computer yet because, like because all I can say is right now. I addressed this on the earlier at the end, close to the end of the podcast, and I'm going to go ahead and mention it now, okay? So, me and Daryl, so before I even work on the podcast and get the intro and outro fixed, put on there, and then upload it to the channel to make it go live so y'all can see it, and see what everything we said, because we also had a special guest host on there. And we had a great time doing the podcast that day. It was almost a 2-hour show. It was a really good one. A lot of things was been said on there. And yeah, so that won't be on there anytime soon. It'll be sometime this year, but I just don't know when just yet, okay? Now, allow me to explain this, okay? And the reason why I'm saying this for is because me and Daryl, we just got done working on, finally, last week, we finally got done working on the doing our live streams, by the way, of our lines for Bo and Luke, Daisy, and many other characters, that we had to work on, that we did the scenes for the Dukes of Hazzard on video when it comes to the vehicle wise, okay? And it took a lot out of us, okay? It took a lot out of us. And when it comes to the voice acting, that was stressful, okay? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that was stressful, especially having me and Daryl doing it by ourselves, and y'all might be asking yourself, well, what about Mike and what about Zombie? Well, Zombie, I've already talked, I'm gonna say this right now, I've already talked to Zombie about doing the narrating, and if he accepted it, then I was going to sit here and say, okay, instead of doing narrating, how about you just do a few lines, how about you do a girl or woman's voice, and if you can do a good woman's voice, then I can have you to do a few lines of Daisy Duke, and then you don't have to do anything else, He failed that test, and he told me he did not want to do it because, first of all, number one, he doesn't watch the Dukes of Hazzard at all. He doesn't. So therefore, therefore, he said he did not want to do narrating. So when he, now keep in mind, everyone, I want to explain to him and everybody else, okay? When it comes to narrating, okay, narrating is like a commentary, okay? When you're doing a live streams, doesn't matter if it's live stream or gameplay, regular gameplay, when you're talking, like I'm doing right now, like I'm making this video right now. What I'm doing now is narrating, aka commentary, okay? Now, Zombie said he did not like to do narrating. Well, if you don't like narrating, that means you don't like to do commentary either, and you don't like to hardly say anything when it comes to gameplay wise. Now, single game, like I said, when you're doesn't matter single gameplay or co-op gameplay, whenever you're sitting here doing a live stream for somebody, doing a live stream trying to entertain people, You have to talk. You have to interact with people. That's what they call narrating, aka commentary. If you don't do it, and you're just going like this here, that's nothing. It's boring as shit. You're not interacting with your audience. You're not saying nothing to entertain people, like y'all all see me and Daryl do a lot, you know, and it's gonna turn people off, and they're gonna say, "Yeah, I'm not interested." They'll leave, and they won't come back because you're not saying, because you're playing the game, but you're not saying anything. You're just sitting here with your thumb up your ass, playing the game, having a great time, but you're not talking, you're not saying nothing, and you even got your mic muted, you know, where they can't hear you. And you can sit there and they'll be like, "Hey dude, your mic's muted. Your mic is muted." You know, they can't hear what you're saying because your mic's muted, you know. That's the whole point of being a narrator, okay? The narrator is just like commentary, okay? So he failed that, and I told him he failed it, you know. And Daryl, and that day when me and Daryl was doing our narrating, you know, doing a commentary, you know, doing like Bo and Luke and the other characters, you know. When it came to doing a girl character, I told we had a zombie in the party chat that day, okay, which he was distracting very well. Which didn't distract me because I had him muted, but he definitely distracted Daryl a lot, you know, and which I had to go off and mute Daryl a few times because he kept distracting Daryl, which should have never happened, because he should have never been in the party chat with us from the beginning. But that was Daryl's fault, not mine, okay? And Daryl knew that. But anyhow, yeah. So Daryl, so when we wasn't doing anything, you know, I told Daryl, I said, "Okay, Daryl, you got a line I need you to say, okay, and I'm gonna send it to you, okay?" And I said, "The line is you're going to change your voice into a girl's voice." I said, "Because you did it before, you got to do it again." And he said, "Okay, I can do that." And next thing you know, Zombie went up and changed his voice into a girl's voice, and he was okay. I was okay with it, you know. It wasn't great, you know, it wasn't perfect, but it was okay, you know. And then Daryl was like, oh my God, Zombie, that was great, you know, that was really awesome, you know." And I was like, he's like, "Hey Dragon, let's get Zombie to do it. Let's get Zombie to do that." I was like, "No, he can't do that because," I was like, "he can't do it because I had you to do it before and you did it perfectly." And I said, "He's already said that Zombie's already said he did not want to be a narrator or a commentator. He did not want to do no lines or anything for this show, so therefore he's out. I'm not having it. I'm not gonna force him into doing anything he don't want to do." I said, and Zombie said, "No, I'm not gonna do that." And he's like, "Okay." He kept trying to talk him into it, and I said, "No." I said, "Daryl," I said, I hate to say that, but the answer is no. He's not doing it. And I'll say, "In fact, let me mute him right now so you can do your line." He's like, "Okay, bud." And then that's what happened, you know, on that. So letting y'all know, the voices, the lines that me and Daryl had to say for Bo and Luke, and other characters like Daisy Duke, the guy that looks like Boss Hog, which I had to do, by the way. It's all said and done. We already got it all done. Took a long time to do it, but we finally got it over with. Thank God. That shit was stressful, and I have been resting for the past, and ever since Friday night, I have been resting, mostly doing a lot of sleeping, because it wore me and Daryl out completely. I mean, I'm telling you, we was exhausted. But we finally got that done. We finally got our commentary done and all that stuff done. And here's to be honest with y'all, it was stressful. The reason why it was stressful and hard work because we had to go from between that and the damn storms that kept hitting this whole year. This whole month, you know, and we had to balance it in between it, you know. So yeah, and so we got that done, and we did a lot of other talking about other things, you know. So to let y'all know, for those wondering, what about Death Stranding 2, the premiere stream of Death Stranding 2? You said you was going to do it, but you haven't done it yet. Well, I've already announced it on the podcast, but I'm going to go ahead and announce it right here and right now and tell y'all, okay? The podcast, the Death Stranding 2 premiere stream will not happen just yet until even though we got done working on recording for the scenes, our voice acting and stuff. I still have not got done yet doing the recording for the soundtrack for the Dukes of Hazzard. Some sound effects. I think some other sound effects already got, like the General Lee horn. I got some of that, you know, but the other stuff I haven't even got done yet. I hadn't even recorded yet, so I don't even have half of the stuff I needed yet for the soundtrack. Okay. When it comes to a new video, I'm not gonna even announce it yet. There is a new video that's going to be starting, that me and Daryl's going to be starting on doing a live stream of, starting tomorrow afternoon. Okay, as long as it ain't storming or anything, me and Daryl's going to get in there. We're going to jump in there, and we're going to do a new video we have never done before. Okay, me and Daryl talked about this whenever GTA Online, when we was on GTA Online, we was waiting for when it went night time. We had to wait until night time or whatever, you know, to do our scenes, you know. Me and Daryl talked about a video we have never done before on this channel, and we're going to do it starting tomorrow afternoon. Okay. Now, once we get done with this, we're gonna say it. We're gonna later on. We're gonna record our lines and say our lines. I don't have to write nothing down this time because me and Daryl knows every line by line. We know everything we need. We know what we need to say on our lines. So therefore, once we get done with the scenes, we're gonna go ahead and record our voices on the internet on there, so that way y'all can hear what we're saying. We can go, me and him is gonna go back and forth with it, you know, and then all of this videos are gonna be in private on demand. So that way, once I get done with the Dukes of Hazzard and GTA Online, then I can work on this new video that's coming to the channel as well. So once I get done with Dukes of Hazzard and this new video that we're gonna be working on, and I get it all fixed and uploaded to the channel where I can make these videos, these videos go live on my channel. No telling how long the Dukes of Hazzard is gonna be, and no telling how long the other video is gonna be. But all I can and will say is this: it will be definitely worth it, because after I get done doing that and make them go live, then the premiere stream will be the premiere stream of Death Stranding 2 will begin, and I will do it. I'm gonna take my time with it. I'm not gonna be in no hurry, and all that good stuff. Now here's the thing: is some people may be asking though, what about a little sneak peek or a little trailer for the Dukes of Hazzard? Are you gonna do that? Cause didn't you say that you was gonna do that? Do that? Yes, everyone, you need to be on the lookout because when I get some of these videos done, when it comes to sound effects and music and stuff like that, I'm gonna put clip by clip by clip by clip in there. I'm not gonna make it like an hour long. It's probably, I don't know how long it's probably gonna be, like probably about 5 minutes or something like that. I want to give you a little taste of what it's going to look like and what it's going to sound like. Okay, so it's gonna be. Let me just tell you that the trailer should blow y'all's minds. Okay, about what it looks like, what it's going to look like, and how it's gonna sound and everything. I'm gonna try to make it a trailer that I've never done before, and I think y'all's gonna love it. So as I told Daryl on the podcast, we did the voting. We also did the voting poll, and to let y'all know, on podcast, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little spoiler. Okay. Now here's the game. Here's the thing. There's 3 games out on Game Pass right now that I really want to play, but I'm going to hold off probably until October to do it. Okay. And then there's that new game of Wukong, Wukong, whatever the hell they call it. It's a Dark Souls game. I saw a little game trailer of it. I want to play that game really bad. So that's coming to the channel in October. We'll use my OBS to capture it, and all that. But there will not be no webcam. Okay, there will not be no webcam on it whatsoever. You might be thinking, shit, I want to see a webcam. There's not going to be no webcam. I got a brand new one, but it will not stretch from my computer to where this TV is at. And I'm not pushing my TV all the way over on the next to the computer. I'm not doing it. That's not happening. Okay. So there will be commentary, but that's about it. Okay. So we got that. We have Ninja Gaiden 4 for Game Pass, and we're gonna have The Outer Worlds 2 in Game Pass this year as well. I'm gonna be doing, and then after I get done doing that, I'll be going back to PlayStation to do some more games that I haven't even done yet. That's on the PS5. Okay. Now for any other games between this year and next year, if any other games comes out for Xbox, it's gonna have to wait till next year. Okay. Now the reason why, if y'all wondering, what about Ninja Gaiden 4? Well, I'm gonna be pre-ordering and paying off Ninja Gaiden 4 for the PS5. Okay. I am getting it. It won't be coming to the channel until sometime next year. As for Outer Worlds 2, that son of a bitch is between $80 to $100 I'm not paying it. I'm not buying it. So I'm gonna wait until the price. And I know Gods and Monsters probably thinking, well, if a game like that is that much money, he would say, fuck that. I'll wait until the price drops. Gods and Monsters, I don't blame you. I'm gonna put that on hold until they knock it down to between $50 to $60. I'm not paying no almost $80 to $100 on that shit. Fuck that. Y'all will see it, and y'all will see a full gameplay of it in October. When it releases on Game Pass. That's the only way I'll play it. Okay, I promise you that. Cause I've already played and beaten Outer Worlds 1 long time ago. And as far as I know, the gameplay is still up on my channel. But yeah, thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you all so very much for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day, and and for those wondering, have I had a chance to work on the intro for the Dukes of Hazzard yet? The answer is no. I have not fixed the intro yet. It's half fixed, but it's not completely fixed yet. I had to put it back in the editor and get it fixed, but that won't be for some time now. But when I do, trust me, you're gonna love it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow afternoon with a new game video that we're gonna be working on live on stream at 12 o'clock p.m. on my time.